Can somebody be a Christian and a Democrat? Can somebody be a Christian and a Democrat? Well, I will say this. About a week and a half ago, Pastor Greg Locke was conducting a sermon. Pastor Greg Locke from Global Vision Bible Church, which is based in Tennessee, he basically was preaching the word, and relaying the message, saying that that you can't be a Christian and a Democrat. Now, and to be honest, he does make some points on that one. He does make some good points of what he is saying. First point across is this: like, I'm gonna just tell you like this. The current Democrat Party has gone so far left that a lot of these things they support and conduct are literally not of God to begin with. I'm gonna say this. Like, the first one, like, one thing for sure. I mean, they are not the party of JFK. They're not the party of JFK anymore. If JFK, I'm going to be honest with you, if JFK was alive right now, he would be appalled at the modern day Democrat Party. And to be honest, this current Democrat Party has been like this literally since slavery and Jim Crow. And of course, it's been like this since the days of LBJ. Yes, LBJ, the one who said, quote, "I'll have those niggers vote Democrat for the next 200 years." With that Great Society nonsense. I also will say this. You got people like Margaret Sanger, which, by the way, Planned Parentless Hood used to be referred as, quote, the Negro Project. And that was intended to, literally intended to literally get rid of, black, future black babies and all that stuff. You might want to explain why Planned Parentless Hood happens to be in predominantly black neighborhoods, in our inner cities. Because the truth of the matter is, when TT get knocked up by Pookie, and next thing you know, TT end up getting pregnant, and they, all of a sudden, they're not ready for a baby. Next thing you know, they go up to the local Planned Parenthood and they end up getting an abortion. So, yeah, that's another reason. Number 3 would be also the fact that that Planned Parentless Hood. No, number 3 would also be the fact why you can't be a Christian and a Democrat. Is literally because, okay, they support same-sex marriage, and I'm just going to set the record straight right here, right now. As a born-again, Bible-believing, God-fearing Christian, I do believe that marriage is exclusive to one man and one woman. I also believe there are only two. Let's also go on the record and say this. You know, same sex marriage is literally immoral. It, and when they, and the problem is, if a gay, the problem is you cannot produce, or you cannot produce, in a same sex wedding. I mean, in a same sex relationship. It's sick. Reason number four would also be because would also be because you got these sick men pretending to be women going to the same public restroom with little girls, which that in itself is not right, and it's also disgusting. And let's also set the record straight where the same Democrats now, the same far left Democrats right now, call themselves, having all these other genders, supposedly, non-binary, cisgender, all this other garbage, which I don't know, which I never heard of such thing, but I'ma set the record straight. There are only two genders, male and female. And if you look at the book of Genesis in the Bible, which I know some far left hack is going to try to attack this video, if you look at the very first book in the Bible, the book of Genesis, the very first chapter, God says, let us make men in our own image, and and God created man and woman, male and female. And so the thought of all of that would go against biblical principles. Now, when he was saying, get out, you demon, I quite don't blame Pastor Greg Locke on that behalf. I mean, and the sad part is that in the black community, and definitely in the black church, we have too many. There's too many black churches that literally cater to the Democrat Party and let alone support them. And it makes you want to think, has the black church really contradict themselves in what they supposedly believe in? But it also goes to show whatever happened to morals and common sense, which that's probably the big reason why I don't blame Pastor Greg Locke on him saying that you cannot be a Christian and a Democrat. Because now I'm gonna say this right here: are the Republicans any better? No, not really. Because there are especially these rhinos who pretty much go further along in with the Democrat Party too. I mean, with what the Democratic Party would do. Because it's it's evil in both sides, not going to lie. But I feel in my humble opinion that the Democrats are literally doing a lot more disservice to humankind, let alone in the Christian faith, which that brings up to the reason why I can agree with Pastor Greg Locke on saying you cannot be a Christian and a Democrat. And you know what? When will the real Christians stand up to this Democrat related garbage that's been going on, which they're starting to become communistic? And the sad part is that we got too many Christians punking out, let alone caving in to what the Democrat Party is doing. This is all I have to say right now. I am Chuck Johnson, a.k.a. Kid Thunder. I am signing off. Please share this video because, I am apparently being shadow banned by the algorithms of YouTube. You guys take care.